Whether I'll keep or sell them is a really tough decision because all three of them look super good, but I really have so many NECO figures. Hi everyone, welcome back. For today, I have 3 figures. These are the 1/7 scale figures of Inu, Ten, and Karasu, illustrated by NECO and manufactured by Myethos. This is from the G.A.D series, short for General Affairs Division, and it features 3 very beautiful ladies in office wear carrying very cool weapons. At the time that I was pre-ordering these figures, I was kinda going trigger happy with all these tactical warfare designs. I kinda regret it a bit now, but since I already have them, I figured I might as well open them up. Who knows, maybe that regret might go away after I open this up. So since there's quite a bit to open today, let's just get started. I picked up these 3 figures from a fairly reliable source on Taobao for about 698 renminbi, which is about 105 USD. This first one is Inu, which stands for dog. Next is Ten, which I don't know means what in Japanese, but that Chinese word, Teoshu, is marten or mink, a wizard-like mammal. Lastly is Karasu, which stands for crow or raven in Japanese. I kinda looked this up on Google, so I'm not sure if I nailed that Japanese pronunciation. In the typical style of Myethos NECO figures, these 3 come in a transparent clear box with very simple modern design. The box also indicates that G.A.D stands for General Affairs Division, which is the line these 3 ladies are from. So yeah, in case you are curious. Opening up the boxes and taking Karasu out first, I first have this card from Myethos, which is included for all 3 figures. Next is the assembly manual, which is in this folded booklet. It comes in English, Japanese, and Chinese. How thoughtful. Karasu comes in only 1 blister package, and inside, I first have her sword and sword sleeve. Next is her very cool looking mask. And lastly, here is the scale figure of Karasu herself. And that's all the components that comes with this figure. Next up, I'll open the box for Inu. Opening up her box and taking the figure out, inside, I first have her assembly manual, which is also in English, Chinese, and Japanese. There is only 1 blister package, and inside, she has a long baton weapon. Next is her mask, which is also pretty cool looking. And lastly, this is the figure of Inu herself. And that's all the components that comes with this figure. The last figure to open up is Ten. Out from the box, and just like the other 2, she first comes with this assembly manual in a similar folded booklet. It also comes in English, Japanese, and Chinese. There is only 1 blister package, and inside, I first have her baton weapon, followed by the figure of Ten herself. And that's all the components I have for this figure. Now to assemble the 3 ladies. I'll start it off with Karasu. First up, I have her mask, and it comes in 2 parts. The crow-like mask attaches to the front of her face, like so. As for the straps, it slots into the gaps in her hair at the back. Next is her sword sleeve, as well as her sword. They both slot into both sides of her arms quite smoothly. And that's it, Karasu is fully assembled. Before reviewing her, I'll assemble the other 2 next. Moving on to Ten, which is probably the easiest. She has a long baton, and it slides through the gap in her hair. However, although this figure only has 1 component, it was quite difficult to slot it into her arm, because the baton and armor have to hug around her sleeve, which is quite tight. But once that's in, she is fully assembled. Okay, moving on to the last figure, Inu. First up, she has this fierce looking mask, which comes with this little piece that extends onto her neck. The troublesome part about this figure is that to put this mask on, I first need to remove her front hairpiece. It's a little bit tight, so I had to use a microfiber cloth to remove it. Once it's out, I can see the hole on the side of her face, and this allows the mask to slot in. Although the mask looks really fierce, I think she looks really cool with it. Next is the little armor piece, and it simply sits on her neck. With the mask on, I can now slot her front hairpiece back on. And her head is done. Now I can slot it back on her body. Last but not least is her long baton weapon. This slots into her arm quite smoothly. And the figure of Inu is completed. With that, I have these three 1/7 scale figures from Myethos of Ten, Inu and Karasu, illustrated by NECO from the G.A.D series fully assembled. And these ladies in office wear are gorgeous. Just stunning. I am really quite surprised that they've been in the aftermarket because these three figures are of really good quality. Top notch, really. Zooming in to the ladies, starting with Karasu. She is so elegant and sleek. The mask is shaped like a beak, which suits her very sharp look. Her eyes are very pretty, and that little highlight in her eye decal is a very nice detail. As for her hair, it is tied up and the scalp is beautifully natural. The gaps between the strands is a nice touch. Karasu is wearing a sleek black suit which is very nicely sculpted. There is not much shading on it, but because of how nicely the folds are done, I think the figure can get away with that. There is also a belt around her chest and it looks so realistic. That gold buckle is very nicely painted. Moving down the figure, Karasu stands on this rock-like pedestal base. It's in the same shape and design as the other two figures, so they can all join up. Her armored shoes are high-cut boots and the details are immaculate. The gold trimmings have a nice metallic color which is very neatly painted. On to the next figure is Ten. I'm not sure why she is a mink, but I love her sharp horns. It kinda gives me dragon looks instead. Her facial features are also very beautiful. She has a very detailed looking eye and eye patch, which is a nice detail. As for her hair, the thin strands are very nicely sculpted to make her hair flowy and voluminous. It's also in a white color with a kind of bluish pearlescent tint. It contrasts really well with the black suit, which is in a similar design to Karasu's. Her suit is also very elegantly sculpted, but lacks shading as well. For Ten, there is an additional belt on her thighs, which has very neat gold trimmings painted on it. Moving down the figure, Ten also stands on the same looking pedestal. The pedestal also has this very intricate looking engraving, which adds detail to the rock. What stands out to me the most are her shoes, and it looks so painful. Cool, yes, but painful. Okay, the last figure I have is Inu, and she is the simplest of the trio. Mainly it's because of her short hair. Plus, the seam line at the sides of her hair is not very nice looking. But the blonde color is very beautiful. As for the mask, I think it's the most detailed compared to the other two. The sharp teeth is very fierce looking and made more intimidating with the neck armor. But this contrasts really well with her lovely eyes. As for her outfit, it's the same as the other two. A sleek black suit that's very nicely detailed with nice fabric folds sculpted. Although her weapon is a simple baton, her arm armor looks so intricate. The gold patterns and engravings are just so beautiful. Moving down the figure, Inu is standing on the same looking base. What's interesting about the base is that it has a very small footprint, which means it will take up very little space on the shelf. I love that. As for the shoes, she's got the most normal looking pair of shoes compared to the trio. Still looks very cool though, with the mecha-like look. All in all, whether I'll keep or sell them is a really tough decision because all three of them look super good, but I really have so many NECO figures. To be honest, if I can't sell them at a good price, I might as well keep them. I'm pretty sure I can find some space for them on the shelf because their base doesn't really take up so much space. So yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. But if you're on the fence about these three figures, I highly recommend them. Plus, they're at such a good price right now, so yeah. It's a really good decision to just wait for the NECO figures to be in the aftermarket because they are really top quality figures, and if you can get them at such a good price, it's well worth your money. And that's all for today's video. I opened up 3 very professional and cool tactical warfare ladies, and they look stunning. Sure, they've been in the aftermarket, but I think they look fantastic. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I wish I got them at a lower price. Anyway, if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe with notifications to stay tuned to more videos. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye!